shine.
Oh, we love this song. Phyllis Brown, don't Cat Stevens.
Love him.
Love him. Now, is you staff or?
Yes, Yusuf, yes.
Yusuf, whatever. Hey, today's it's neat because we're talking about planets and the energy, the moon, they generate for us.
Yes.
So looking for, first up, let's go with astrology and the planets, because these two work hand in hand together, don't they?
They do, and of course astrology is such an old art. You know, we mapped the continents, we mapped the world by using the stars and the planets and the location of the stars and planets. So when we think about Aristotle and all these beautiful, beautiful old theories from way back when, you know, it's how we knew where we were at any point in time. And of course, we all love to get our daily star. We do want to know what Leo is up to for this next week or what Pisces is up to, because we feel that we are connected to our universe. We see it every night. And that makes us feel part of the bigger world, if you like. So I think astrology is it's one of those things that we just love because we want to know what we're going to be doing.
The moon has a lot of energy.
It does.
That we can take advantage of.
It does. So the moon really is the biggest component of how we live. And when we think about the Incans and the Aztecs, they had the 13-month calendar because they went with the moon cycles. Then in Roman times, the Gregorian calendar came in, which is the 12-month cycle. And so we plant our plants, we plant our crops by the moon, we travelled by the moon. And of course, when we come to the whole Wiccan sort of spell-making type thing, you know, when you use the power, they would use the power, the pagans would use the power of the moon. So as it's sort of waxing, as it's coming into its full position, then you're putting out your hopes and wishes. But as it's waning, then you're asking for things to diminish. So they would use the power of the rising moon to make things come their way, but they would use the waning of the moon to make things less and make things go away or stop or cease. So yeah, it's very mystical.
Oh, it's very mystical, isn't it? But so how can we take advantage of the moon then? You've given some examples there, but in everyday life.
Yeah. In everyday life, I think that from your own emotional barometer, because the moon has this whole effect on us, and we're 80% water, and moon really impacts on the water cycles within both the planet itself. The tides are governed by the moon, but we're governed by the moon as well. So when you know that you have something like a supermoon coming, so we talk about a supermoon when the moon's really close to the earth, then put a big hope or wish or manifest something really big there. There are some months where we have a blue moon, and a blue moon is where we have two moons in the same month, once in a blue moon.
Ah, so that's where the saying comes from. Very cool.
So when we've got a 5-week month and we have a moon at the beginning and a moon at the end, then really track starting a project with the help of the energy of the moon at the front of the month to see how it then concludes at the end of the month. So you can really manifest that whole process within that period of time. And I think really be aware of how you're affected by the moon. You know, again, when we come to astrology, the moon's in, you know, this house, Capricorn house, or it's an Aquarian moon or a Leo moon. And if it's your birthday month, then really take note of how that impacts you. I know with my husband, he can't really think when it's a Cancer moon because he gets so affected by the energy of it. So, and again, the planets do that to us as well. So we've got...
He's not a werewolf, is he?
No, he's not a werewolf. He doesn't howl at the moon, no. But, you know, animals do howl at the moon.
They do.
Because of that whole energetic field. So see how your emotional body is, and then really plan for things when you feel really well or imbued by energy by the moon. And when you just can't think, then don't try and push water up a hill. Just sit back and go, it's the moon.
Because you have that saying, people go, oh, must be a full moon, they're all out tonight. Full moon?
Well, I was talking to someone whose partner is quite high up in the police department, and they actually don't like the full moon. The police department don't like the full moon because they do actually find that people do behave differently in the full moon. Not just the alcohol, but the emotions rise, the tempers rise, your emotions are on the surface, and then once the moon starts to wane, then I'm sure...
That's the bad energy though, isn't it?
We're letting go of it, yeah.
How do we access information, though, about the moons and when we should look out for it? Because obviously we need those key dates, don't we, in a calendar, which would be quite beneficial, really.
You can Google anything. So
Exactly.
if you Google a moon calendar, you can buy moon calendars, which is the 13-month calendars. You can buy the main calendar, which is the 13-month calendar, and that's a whole different ballgame. I used to use a main calendar, and they really tell you how to capture the energy of the moon in that one. And of course we have our own moon man, Ken Ring. People might remember him from quite a while back. The farmers use his predictions. He is all about the moon. And they use his predictions within his calendar on when to bring the sheep in and when to harvest and when to breed, etc. So there's a lot of information out there.
Now, what is the card of the week? What the planet of the week?
Well, the card of the week, we've got the planet of the week, which is Neptune. It's a place of rest and chill out. And it's a time to just sort of give your burdens to Neptune, just sort of have that soothing mind, let your worries go and just bask in the glory of what Neptune is. You can get 1,300 Earths in the size of Neptune. It is so big.
My goodness.
So you can imagine that energy, 1,300 times bigger than Earth. Wow.
I love it. Thanks, Phyllis. Sweetie, we'll see you in a couple of weeks' time.